everyone, and welcome to another 10-minute challenge here in the new studio where we're trying to work some things out. That's why we missed last week. New studio, new space, still working on lighting and soundproofing and all kinds of stuff like that. So bear with us as we move forward with the continuation of the studio, as well as trying to get things back on track as far as these 10-minute drawings and the new videos to come. But we are moving forward with these 10-minute challenges, and I'm hoping that you will join us in this art challenge, right? And the idea, just in case you're new, is to put 10 minutes on the clock and draw as much as you can. That's it. Whether you want to draw a head, torso, full body, pencils, inks, color, watercolor, whatever. The idea is for you to challenge yourself. And what we've done this month is we started off with X-Men. And so we're going to keep going because there's a ton of characters to go through, and until I guess I get bored or you all get bored with the idea of drawing X-Men for these 10-minute challenges, we're going to keep going. So it was requested of me to draw Nightcrawler. So we're going to draw Nightcrawler today. And as always, go ahead and get your reference, get your materials, and get ready to go. You can pause the video right here and we will wait until you get back. Or if you're ready to go, we might as well go ahead and get started. All right. So, as per usual, I'm trying to do convention style drawing that will be quick and affordable, so it'll be a benefit to both. So here's trying, and all right, if you're ready, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we're gonna draw up. One thing that I've realized is that I kind of draw very far down, and so, you know, the character really does end up kind of like at the bottom of the page, and we don't want that, right? That's kind of not what we're going for right now. All right, so he's a little bit thinner, so we'll draw that line up a little bit. Okay, and let's see, so this comes in like so. Also, one of the biggest problems that I've had is just knowing the costume. Like, that has always been my biggest issue is, oh my goodness, do I actually know how to draw the costume? And the answer is generally no. And it's like, no, I really don't. So that does make things a little bit complicated as we are trying to do something that's timed, which I also find interesting, right? Is that at conventions, if you're trying to do something like this and people come up to you and they're like, hey, can you draw this? And can you draw that? And you're like, yes, of course I can. And then you're like, oh crap, I don't know anything about this character. Oops. So one of the reasons why I'm really pushing on this is because I want to see if I can actually, you know, get to draw more and more characters so that I will actually get better at it and have less issues. There we go. And this will come down like so. Okay. Wagner. Eyeballs, nose. I'm not gonna give him, you know, not gonna give him anything like that. And then, you know, and one thing that I like to do is constantly kind of change what's happening as far as, you know, the way that the character is gonna look. You know, like sometimes we're like, oh, we'll draw it a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, you know, something like that. But not knowing the character really does, and he's an elf, really does throw a curveball in what you can and can't draw. Because you're just like, wait a minute, does he have, I don't know, right? And you're like, all right, so we'll go like this, pull that in like so, all right, in, down, something like that. Come up like so. Oh, this comes up. Okay, good. So, black. So what I've noticed is that everything is black on him, so it should be a little bit easier. Oh my goodness, we're 7 minutes to go. Okay. But one thing, right? One thing that I do know is that I will probably be going the easier route and using the idea of just pure black versus coming in and going, oh, well, I can do the, what is it? I can do the, oh my goodness, the more detailed version, right? So one thing that I start learning is that if I'm gonna do these, right, if this is what I'm gonna do, it's real easy to just draw more simplified as far as trying to get the less details in, right? And you just come in and you can tighten things up later, but at first, like, I'm probably gonna come in now. How much time do we got left? 6 minutes? Okay. Right. Trying to not, no, don't want the reference to go away. And then he's got bushy. Alright. As you see, I came in with a smaller brush. I mean, not brush, but a smaller Sharpie to ensure that I can actually get some of those details that are in there. And then we're going to come in with his hair, which happens to also kind of be black, right? Which will allow us to kind of make things up as we move along. Right, we don't need to, it doesn't need to be an exact science, luckily. Bring that up, bring this in like so. Right, always trying to keep, I'm always trying to keep an eye on the clock, but that's not always necessarily the case, right? So this time I'm really trying to keep an eye on the clock because, well, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to fail again like last time. I failed last time. I don't want to do that. So, trying to come in pretty quickly with things. Also, a technique that I'm trying to get used to is I don't need to have everything perfect on the first go round. So I could be a little bit sloppier and then come back and try and clean it up afterwards, right? So, and we're not going to do the black, right? We're not going to do that black. One thing that I've realized is that when you erase things, i.e. the black of stuff, it gets a little faded. So we don't want to do that. Come in, yellow eyes, real quick, bam, done. All right, now for the face. Color, color, color. And here. Right, with the extra time, luckily, I can come in and try and make these colors just a little bit tighter so it doesn't look blotchy, which is really huge for me because I'm actually known for doing very sharp marker work. So I want to make sure that even with these kind of quicker sketches, I can come in and still make it at least look like it's nice and clean. Blue, blue, blue. Oh, first time, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. All right, still doing good. You guys got this. I hope you're still with me. You got this, don't worry. You still have time. You don't have a lot of time, but you still have some time. Just know that if you start getting comfortable, your time will run out. Okay, let me turn that off. There you go. Okay. And one of the issues that I always have are these bigger places, right? Last time my marker was dying, which is always fun when you're trying to do timed marker work, is your marker dying. So this time I made sure to have a nice, fresh sharp, clean marker. Right, and make sure that everything's gonna look nice and dandy when it's done. We'll go ahead and color this part in too. All right. We got a minute. We got a minute and a minute. We're gonna say we have a minute, a little bit more than a minute, but trying to get him in. This was black too. Probably gonna give just a little bit of space here to differentiate between the torso and that. Okay, 46 seconds. Filling his hair. You guys got this. We've got about 30 seconds left. Tighten that up a little bit. See, now with a few extra seconds you can come in and tighten stuff up. You know, all you need to. All right, look at that. Now, as usual, I would probably come in one last time now that 10 minutes are over. I would come in with my fine Sharpie and I would just clean stuff up. You know, just make stuff even black, because that's just who I am and I would want it to be an even black. So, you know, but there you go, 10 minutes. Look at what we were able to accomplish in 10 minutes. Look at what you were able to accomplish in just 10 minutes. And I guarantee you, if you keep doing these, you're going to get faster. The quality is gonna get better. Everything is just gonna be awesome. So I can't stress it enough. If you keep coming back to these 10-minute challenges, jump in, we'll do a new character. Life is gonna be so much fun, and we'll just keep making more and more characters. And soon, who knows, we might even be able to do more complex characters and nail those in 10 minutes too. Now, if for some reason you didn't get to where you wanted to, don't worry about it. Check out my previous video. I didn't finish that one at all either, right? It happens, but the more you stay on it, the more consistently you draw, the easier it's gonna be. So hopefully you guys will come back and you will draw again with me for the next video. And if you have any suggestions of what character we should be drawing, please drop it in the comments below and I will add it to the list and we'll get to drawing that one next. If you are also new, please don't hesitate to subscribe and like and share this video. It would mean the world to me if more and more people would join and more people would be able to share their progress in the Discord community, which will be linked down below. So please, if you know anyone who would benefit from this, please come on and, you know, bring them over. We'll do another one, and yeah, I hope you had fun, and I will see you at the next video.